Hi, this is Laura. Today I have a Forever Young yoga class for you. We're going to do a little stretching, a little bit of core work today, and also a nice gentle flow. So when you're ready, we're going to start on our backs today. So go ahead and begin making your way down. We'll have the knees up, feet firmly planted on the floor. Let's go ahead and make your way down. Hands are resting on the belly. Go ahead and gently close your eyes and begin to focus on your breath. With your hands resting on your belly, as you inhale, I want you to try to inflate the belly as much as you can, filling it up with air. You're going to hold that at the top for just a second and then slowly release, feeling the belly contract. Continue to breathe like that a few more times, just using this as an exercise to find deep breaths. One more deep breath. All right, from here, we're going to bring the right knee in towards the chest. We're going to hold onto the shin. Begin pulling that right knee in towards the right shoulder, and then extend the left leg out, pointing your toe towards the top of your mat. And then extend the right foot towards the ceiling. Walk the hands up the leg and then lift the chest up, working the knee towards the nose, stretching your hamstring. And then slowly release, bend the knee, and then bring the knee over to the side, beginning to open up through the hips. Press down through the left hip. And then we'll cross the right knee over the body, taking a little twist. Use your left hand here to kind of gently press the outer thigh down. Bring the right arm to a cactus and look out over the right shoulder. Relax the shoulders down. Use this as a chance to stretch the neck. And then we'll come back to center. Now from here, we're going to take the right foot towards the ceiling. Rest your arms at your side, palms are down. A little core work here. So we're going to scissor the legs. So as the right leg lowers down, the left leg lifts up. And then we'll continue just scissoring those legs up and down. If you want to make this a little harder, a little more challenging, just gently lift the chest. And then try not to let the foot totally touch the floor. Just let it hover before you switch again. If that's too intense for your neck, certainly rest the head back down. All right, take one more set of scissors. Relax the head down, bend the right knee, bring it back down. And then slide the left knee in to join it and gently rock side to side. All right, now we'll take that on the other side. So from the center, left knee stays in. Go ahead and hold onto that shin, pull it in nice and tight, and then extend the right leg out, pointing the toe towards the end of the mat. And then we'll extend the left foot up towards the ceiling. Walk your hands up, lifting the chest. Pull the knee towards the nose, stretching your hamstring. And then gently release down, bend the knee. You're going to open it up to the side, planting the right hip firmly down as the left knee opens. And then cross the leg over the body. Use your right hand to gently press the left thigh down. Cactus your left arm and look out over your left shoulder. Back in the center. Now we'll extend the left foot up, getting ready for those scissor kicks again. Arms come to your side, palms down. You can leave the shoulders down or lift the chest, either way. And then at your pace, begin scissoring the legs. Remember to make this a little harder. Don't let the leg come all the way to the floor. Just let it hover for a moment. Last one here. Left leg up, right leg down. Relax. Bend the knee. Pull it in and then pull the left knee in or right knee in as well. Go ahead and rock side to side. All right, moving into bridge pose, we're going to do something called flowing bridge today. So the feet are planted down, knees are towards the ceiling, and arms are down at your side, palms down. And you want to reach the fingertips towards your heels. So if you need to walk the feet in a little bit, relax the shoulders. Now you want to spread the fingers wide, plant the palms firmly down, and then press down all four corners of your feet. Now begin lifting the hips nice and slow. Take it easy on the spine. You're going to lift just as high as you can, just to get the feel for the position. And then slowly lower down. Now we'll make it a flowing bridge. So as the hips lift, so do the arms. So inhale up, and you'll take those arms all the way behind you. The tops of your hands tap the floor, and then you bring it back around and down. So we're going to flow that with our breath. You inhale as you slowly and gently lift. And exhale down. Go ahead and take a couple more of those on your own. Last one. We're going to come into an extended bridge. So arms stay down this time. Go ahead and lift as high as you can. And then an option to take it a tiny bit deeper, you can interlace the hands underneath you and then gently walk the shoulders in a little bit. That gives you a little more lift. Pressing into the feet, relax your glute muscle. That allows the core muscles to work here instead of the glute. Hold for another breath. Make sure the chin stays off the chest. And then slowly and gently work your way out of that. Again, knees come in towards the chest. This time we're going to make circles, massaging the low back and kidneys. So you can go in either direction. We're going to go both ways here, but applying some pressure into the low back as you circle. And then you can switch directions, go the opposite way. And then we'll come back into center. All right, so one more move here. This move is intended to massage the spine as well as engage the abdominal muscles. So it's a reverse crunch, but we're going to do a gentle version of that. So we're going to lift the feet and just gently rock up and rock down. want you to kind of play with that. If you have any discomfort or pain, you can skip this part. But it is actually really nice to massage the spine here with some gentle rocking, working those lower abdominals as you lift the knees and hips towards you. So we'll take a couple more of those, and then I want you to see if you can rock yourself up into seated position. Great job. Come on up, sit nice and tall. We'll move into some seated stretching here. So a comfortable seat, sitting tall, lengthen through the crown of your head and rest your arms at your side. On your next inhale, bring both arms up, find as much length as you can, and then exhale, press the palms down. 2 more, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Now we're going to bring the right arm up and over for a side bend. Pressing down through the hips. And then switch, left arm comes up and over. And then come back to center. Now we're going to do that side bend but add on. So this time bring the right arm up and over, and then you're going to bring the right hand down to line up with the left. So you should feel a stretch here through the low back and right side of the body. And then you're going to circle that right hand all the way around towards the top of the mat, and then bring it up and over again. And plant it right next to that left hand. We'll go 2 more times. Nice big circle. 1 more time. Hold here for a breath. And then lift up. Take your left hand to the back of the right knee and come into a twist. Make sure to find that low back, mid back, and upper back. One more inhale, exhale, come back to center. Sit tall, we're gonna do that on the other side. So the right hand is down, the left arm comes up and over, and then the hand comes all the way down next to the opposite hand. Feel that stretch through the left lower back. And then we'll make those circles. So the left hand circles forward, back up and over. 2 more. Then you'll hold here for a breath. Come on up and we'll take that twist. Now the right hand to the back of the left knee, lengthen, twist through the low back, mid back, and upper back. One more inhale, and exhale, come back to center. All right, we're gonna stretch your neck just a little bit, so sitting tall, hands can rest on the knees or at your side. We're gonna take the right ear over towards the right shoulder, allowing both shoulders to relax down. Feel that stretch in the left side of the neck. And then we'll bring the head back up to center, and then take it the other way. Head comes back up to center. Now look up, stretching the front of the throat. And then exhale, bring the chin towards the chest. Keep the shoulders relaxed. And then gently rock the head side to side. So bringing that right ear over towards the right shoulder. Come back to center and then over to the left. Gently side to side, another time or 2. And the head comes back back to center. Look forward. Arms come out in a T. You're going to inhale and open up, taking a little back bend here. Pull the shoulder blades towards one another. And then as you exhale, wrap it up. Right arm on top of left. Give yourself a little squeeze. And then we'll do that again. Open up nice and big. And go opposite, left arm on top of the right. Squeeze. Open up big. And relax the arms down. Very good. All right, we're gonna switch positions. So we're coming into tabletop. So you're gonna lift the hips. We're gonna come onto all fours here. Make sure that you have the wrists and the shoulder lined up, the knees and the hips. We're gonna start off today here with a hip sway. So just gently allowing those hips to come down to the right. Feeling that stretch through the outer hip, and then let the hip fall over to the left. All right, a couple more times, just going side to side. All right, and then we're back in the center. Moving into our cat-cow, take an inhale, lift the tailbone, arch the back. And exhale, round and tuck. 2 more times, inhale, arch. And exhale, round. Last one. Bring it back to neutral. All right, now walk your hands back towards your knees. We're going to lift up onto our shins. We'll take a couple stretches here. So we're going to extend the right arm out. Open your hand like you're saying stop. And use the left hand to pull the fingers back, stretching the wrist. And then reverse that, fingers down, pull towards you, stretching the front or the top of the wrist. And then switch hands, left fingers back. And reverse. All right, release, shake out your wrists. So we're going to come into a half a camel. So we're going to tuck the toes under. If this bothers your feet at all, you can keep the feet relaxed. It's a little easier to do this, however, with the toes tucked because the heel gets a little higher and easier to reach. So for a half a camel, what we're going to do is take the right hand, reach it back towards the heel, and then lift the left arm up. And as you do that, press your hips forward, stretching the front part of your body. Lengthen the neck. And then come back up. All right, let's do that on the other side. Left hand back to the heel. Right arm up. Gently press the hips forward. Look up. Relax the shoulders. Lengthen the neck. And then release. All right, now if you're not relaxing the feet yet, go ahead and do that. Now we're going to work quadricep strength, so the front of your legs, also working your belly a little bit, some of the abdominal muscles. So we're going to hold our hands at our heart. We're going to press down into the tops of the feet, pulling the heels towards one another. And then we're going to lean back, keeping the spine long, back nice and flat. And then lift up. 2 more times, lean back. And lift. Lean back. And lift. Great job. Take that half camel again, right hand back, left arm up. And release. Switching sides. hands back to the heart. We'll take 3 more of those lean backs. 2 more. Great job. Hands come back down. All right, so now we're gonna come into a side body stretch. We're gonna take the left foot out to the side and take the right foot to the back of your mat. The left wrist and shoulder should be in a straight line, stacking those joints. And then we're gonna take the right arm up and then reach the fingers up and over, stretching the right side. You wanna stay open through the chest, so pay attention to the upward shoulder, the right shoulder. Open it up as much as you can, look up. And then take your fingertips back towards the ceiling. So now we're gonna work your core, your side body a little bit more. So we're gonna lower the hips a little bit, take the fingers down towards the back of your mat and then lift back up. 2 more, lower the hips a little bit, fingers point back and lift. 1 more. And then take that right foot up, flex the foot, point the bottom of your foot to the back of your mat. Look up if you can. We're gonna hold here for 2 breaths. We got 1 more. And then lower that right foot down, the right hand down. And then we're gonna take a narrow child's pose. So you're gonna slide the right foot in to meet the left. Sit your hips back to your heels. The hands are already towards the front of your mat, so go ahead and leave them there. Reach out as much as you can. Stretching your sides, relax your head. Great job. Go ahead and lift up from there. Come back into your table. We're going to do that on the other side. So now the right foot comes out to the side. Left foot goes to the back. Make sure you're stacking your right wrist and right shoulder. Then we'll extend the left arm up, reaching over as much as you can. Pull open through that left shoulder. Look up. Feel that stretch on the left side. And then the fingers back towards the ceiling. We're going to lower the hips, take the hand towards the back of the mat, and then lift up. 2 more, lower down, and lift, lower down, and lift, lifting the left foot, flex, pressing the bottom of your foot towards the back of the mat. Hold here for 2 breaths. Then lower the left foot, bring the left arm down. You're gonna slide the left foot in to meet the right. Coming into that narrow angle child's pose, sit your hips back to your heels. Walk the hands towards the top of the mat. Relax your head. Couple deep breaths. Go ahead and lift and come back to your table. Very good. All right, from here, let's move into our lunges. So we're going to bring the right foot forward. Lining up your right knee and your right ankle. Then we're going to walk the left foot back, wanting to open up through that left hip flexor. So you should feel that in the front of the left leg. Relax your back toe, and then just kind of allow the hips to kind of soften into that stretch. So if you've got any tension that you're holding here in the hips, try to let that just soften down. We'll hold here for a breath or 2. And then we'll take our half split. So hips come back towards the heel, walk the hands back a little, lift the toes towards the ceiling, and lengthen the crown of the head towards your right big toe. Then we'll come forward. You're gonna lift your back knee, so tuck those toes under, lift the knee, and then take the left hand down, plant it right next to your right foot, and then lift your right arm for reverse. Another deep breath here. And we'll lower the arm down, relax the back knee, and slide the right foot back. Left foot comes forward. Take a moment, line up the knee and the ankle, walking the right toes back here, feeling the opening through the front of the right hip. Relax the back toe, and then just let the body kind of soften down into this hip stretch. And then coming into your half split, hips come back. You're going to lift the left toes, lengthen the crown of the head towards the front of the mat, sitting the hips back, stretching your hamstring. And then come forward, lift your back knee. You're going to plant your right hand next to the foot and then lift the left arm to reverse. One more breath. Lower the arm down, lower the back knee, and step back. All right, we're gonna come onto our bellies, do a little work for our back. We can come on down to flat. And then we're gonna bring the hands kind of beneath the shoulders. We're gonna come into a cobra, just a baby cobra, but I want you to not use your hands at all. So we're gonna allow the strength of our spine and the muscles in our back to lift us. So I want you to look down towards your mat, make sure the back of your neck is nice and long so we're not straining and kinking the neck. We're just looking down. Hands are next to us, but they're not touching the ground, they're barely up. And as you inhale, I want you just to lift as high as you can using the strength of the back. And then slowly lower down. You can rest the forehead all the way down if you need to. We're going to do that 2 more times. Let's go with our breath. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Now take your fingers or your hands behind your back. Go ahead and interlace. If you can't quite interlace, you can just press the fingers towards the back. And then on your inhale, you're going to lift through the shoulders as much as you can. Press the knuckles towards the back. And then see if you can lift both feet. This is called locust. Hold for another inhale. And exhale, relax down. Hands come under your shoulders. We're going to press up into child's pose. So go ahead and take the knees nice and wide. Sit back. Bring your right arm under your left. Relax onto the right side of your head. And then switch sides. Left arm under the right. Bring that back to the top of the mat. All right, from here, slide back up into table. So you're going to bring the knees in. Walk the hands forward about a handprint. We're going to prepare for our downward dog. Go ahead and tuck your toes under. Relax your chin down towards your chest. Begin lifting through your upper back. So I want you to try to pull the shoulder blades away from one another. Feel that height right here in the upper back, kind of puffing that up a little bit. We'll take an inhale, and as you exhale, take the hips high, coming into downward dog. Then you'll pedal your heels. you want to cross the knees over, move through the hips. And then settle into your down dog. So feet are hip distance apart. Your sit bones are reaching towards the ceiling. Belly is in tight. Head is right in between your arms and you're lengthening through your fingers. Press your palms down. Now we're going to move from down dog to plank. So as you inhale, I want you to come forward and find a nice strong plank position. Still pulling the belly in, pressing down through the hips, lengthen through the neck, and then take another inhale and exhale back to down dog. Now flowing with our breath, inhale plank, exhale down dog. Inhale plank, exhale down dog. Now holding your down dog, this time on your inhale, I want you to lift your heels as high as you can, coming onto the balls of the feet, tuck the chin under, and as you exhale, press down through the heels. 2 more, inhale, lift, and exhale, press down. Once more, inhale up, exhale down. And then begin walking the feet to the top of the mat, come into ragdoll, toes come just behind the wrists, allow the body to relax forward. You can hold opposite elbows here and gently rock side to side. Coming back into the center, release your elbows. We're going to take a windmill twist. So we're going to straighten out the right leg and bend the left knee. And then reach the right arm up towards the ceiling, taking a twist. Release the right arm down, switch sides. So you're going to straighten out the left leg, bend the right knee, and lift the left arm up. And let the left arm come down. Keep a bend in your knees and then round up one vertebrae at a time, just letting the upper body dangle as you round slowly, pressing into the feet. Coming up, inhale, arms overhead. Palms touch, take a side bend to the right. Back to center and side bend to the left. Back to center, fold forward. Half lift, hand slide at the front of the legs. Fold, and round up again, pressing into the feet. Great job, nice tall mountain. Deep breath. All right, we're about halfway through, so if you'd like to take a water break, this would be a good time. You can hit pause and then jump back in. So we're going to move into some sun salutations, moving slowly through that, and then we'll take a standing series, working through a gentle flow. So from the top of your mat, we'll start our sun salutations in mountain pose. Relax the shoulders, stand tall, chin is relaxed. And then take an inhale, bring the arms up, and exhale, fold. Working to straighten out the legs a little more now. Half lift, hand slide at the front of the legs, and relax into fold. Fingertips down, lift your hips as high as you can, and step back, plank position. We'll take a tricep push-up, so we're going to lower our knees, relax the toes, and take a tricep push-up, elbows are in tight. Tuck the toes, lift all the way up to down dog. And then walking to the top of the mat and your forward fold. This time, instead of rounding, bring the arms wide and up overhead, still pushing into those feet, hands to the heart as you exhale. All right, we're going to do that once more. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Half lift, inhale. Fold. This time, step the left foot back first. Tricep push up, knees come down. Lift the knees for down dog. And then let the left foot walk you towards the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, arms wide and up. Hands to the heart, exhale. All right, moving into our standing series, we're gonna start in high crescent. So we're gonna keep the right foot forward and set the left foot back. All 10 toes are forward. So for crescent, you wanna make sure that your front knee lines up with your front ankle. You're gonna take a little bend in the back knee, little tilt in the pelvis so you feel a stretch in the front of the left leg. And then you want to try to bring the back heel in line with the toes. So the legs are very active. We're pressing into the feet, and we're going to bring the arms up overhead. Relax your shoulders away from your ears, but try to lengthen through the fingers. We're going to hold this for 2 breaths. Working on balance, working on strength in the legs. Take another inhale, and as you exhale, hands are just going to come down to your hips. Now we're going to pivot open to the left. Toes line up with the heels. We're going to fold the body forward. Feel that stretch in the backs of your legs. Let your head relax down. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Press the knuckles away, and then see if you can lift the hands so you get a nice stretch for the shoulder. Then release the hands, bring them back towards your hips, press into the feet and lift the torso. Now pivot back open to your crescent. And then we're going to take the back foot down to warrior one position. So for warrior one, the only difference in crescent and warrior one is that back foot is now at an angle. Shoulders are still relaxed away from the ears. And we're going to just keep our hands on our hips for a moment in this warrior one. So from here, we're going to hinge forward. We're going to keep the front knee bent. You're going to feel a stretch in that back leg. So I want you to make sure that the back foot stays solid on the floor, maybe even rotating around towards your left pinky toe. Lengthen through the neck. Press into the feet. And then lift back up. Now straighten the front leg and do the same thing. Hinge forward. Make sure the hips stay in and square. Hinge forward. And now we're stretching the back of the front leg. And then lift. Now same stretches, moving a little faster. Bend the front knee. Hinge forward. Lift. Straighten the front leg and hinge forward. Lift, bend the front knee, hinge forward. Lift, straighten the front leg and hinge forward. Great job. Go ahead and lift. Bend the front knee. We're going to come back into that warrior one stance. Now we're going to interlace behind our back again. Press the knuckles down and hinge forward just like we did a second ago, but this time allow the arms to come up behind you. This is a variation of humble warrior. We're not trying to get super low. Just want you to work on strengthening the legs and stretching the shoulder. And then lift. Bring the arms overhead. Hold opposite elbows. Press deep in that front knee. Find a little back bend here and look up. Nice stretch for the arms, shoulders. Extend the arms back up. Now working balance a little more. Bring the arms down. Hinge forward and lift that back leg. See if you can just balance here on the front leg. Work the fingers towards the back wall. And then step back, all 10 toes forward. Inhale your arms up, high crescent. And exhale, arms to a T. 2 more, inhale up. Exhale down. Last one, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up, hands come to your heart and step in, top of the mat for mountain. Inhale, arms up. We're gonna relax that hip a little bit, fold forward. Relax the head and wiggle the hips. That right hip probably needs a little bit of attention. Just staying soft through the knees, finding any movement here that feels nice. And then we'll take our windmill stretch again. So we'll straighten out the right leg, bend the left knee, and lift the right arm. Great stretch for the hip. Lower down, other side. And lower down. Now step back, plank position. Lower the knees for a tricep push-up. Take it all the way back up to your down dog. And then take a moment to pedal your heels, working out any other tightness through those hips. And then when you're ready, walk in, top of the mat. Inhale, arms wide and up. Hands to the heart, exhale. All right, let's take that series on the other side. So we'll leave the left foot forward, step the right back. Starting with high crescent, all 10 toes forward. We're gonna line up the knee and the ankle on that front leg. Back knee is slightly bent. Hips are tilted just a little bit forward. And try to bring that back heel up in line with the toes. Shoulders relax away from your ears. Bring the arms up overhead. Shoulders relax, reach through the fingers, holding for 2 breaths. Another inhale. As you exhale, hands come to the hips, and then rotate open to the right, lining up the toes and the heels, and fold forward. Should feel that nice stretch in the backs of the legs. Relax your head. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Press your knuckles away and up. Stretch your shoulders. Release the hands. Bring them back to your hips. Press into the feet and lift the torso. Rotate back open. Left foot forward, and then bring your right foot to your warrior 1 stance. So 45 degrees back there, front knee is bent. So we're gonna keep the hands on the hips. We're gonna work on stretching the back leg and the front leg. So we're gonna start by hinging forward with a bent knee, really pressing down through that right foot, your back foot. Rotate down, push through the pinky, lengthen through the neck, and then lift. You'll straighten the front leg and then hinge forward. So you want to make sure the hips stay square as you hinge. And then lift. All right, 2 more times. Bend the front knee, hinge forward. Lift, straighten, and hinge. Lift, bend, hinge forward. Really holding onto those hips, keep them centered. Lift, straighten, and hinge. Warrior One position. Bring the arms up, hold opposite elbows. Deep in that front knee, little back bend, look up if you can, stretching the shoulders, pulling on the elbows just a little bit here for a deeper stretch. And then release. Great job, arms up. And then bring the hands down. We're gonna balance a little bit, lift your back leg, putting all the weight in your front leg, fingertips down and back. And then step back for high crescent, all 10 toes forward. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, arms to a T. 2 more, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up, hands to your heart, step in. Nice inhale, arms overhead, and exhale, fold. Wiggle the hips a little bit here, bending the knees. Taking our windmill stretch, we'll start with this left leg straightening. Right fingertips stay down, and then lift the left arm. Relax down and switch. And release. Step back, plank position. Lower the knees, take your tricep push-up. And then down dog. Pedal out your heels. And then slowly lower to the knees. Sit back. Very good. Go ahead and bring your legs forward. We're going to take a seated forward fold. So toes towards the ceiling, arms out. Take an inhale up. And exhale, fold. Round up. We'll do that one more time. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold. This time, pull the toes back towards you. Stretch a little bit deeper into the calf. And then come on up. All right, another strength move for you. We're going to come into reverse plank. So hands are at your side, fingers are forward. You're going to scoot your hands back enough so that when you lift, the shoulders and the wrists are in a straight line. We're going to point the toes, and then I want you just to lift the hips as high as you can, keeping the spine nice and long, and then lower down. We're going to lift 2 more times. Tall, slide the feet in for a butterfly stretch, holding on to either the feet or the shins, and then hinge forward. So avoiding rounding here, we want to keep the spine long, getting this stretch into our low back. And then lift up from there, take the legs out into a wide straddle. Toes towards the ceiling. We're going to walk the hands forward as far as you can and relax here for a few breaths. Make sure the toes stay pointed up. Stretching your inner thigh, your outer hip. walk the hands back up. We'll take the right hand out towards the right leg, lift the left arm up and over. And then other side. And then back to center. Very good. All right, sit crisscross for a moment. We're gonna take our seated twist again. Left hand behind the right knee. Lengthen, twist open through the low back, the mid back, and the upper back. And then release and switch sides. And then back to center. All right, now we're gonna windshield wiper our legs. So you're gonna plant your feet kind of on the edges of your mat. Hands are back behind you, fingers forward. Just gonna let the knees kind of windshield wiper side to side. You can add on a little twist by going opposite, pulling the opposite shoulder back. And then come back to center, heel toe those feet in. You're gonna scoot your hips forward, roll onto your backs for a couple more stretches. All right, once you get onto your back, we'll take reclined pigeon. So we're gonna take the right foot, cross it over below the left knee, reach through to the left thigh, pull back. You're gonna flex both of your feet, and you wanna press that right knee away as much as you can to maximize the stretch. You wanna relax your shoulders, and make sure your low back is pressing into the mat. Holding on to that stretch, go ahead and take the left foot up. You're gonna flex and point and rotate the ankle. And then slowly lowering the leg down. See if you can deepen the stretch by reaching through to the shin or just by pulling the leg in a little deeper. Now cross the right leg all the way over the left knee, and then take your left hand out for that right foot and pull the foot towards you. So we're stretching your outer hip here. And then release. We're going to take the other side, so left foot crosses over below the right knee, reach through to the right thigh. Flex your feet, pull back, pressing that left knee away. Holding that stretch, extend the right foot up, flex and point. Rotate the ankle both directions. And then slowly lowering the leg down, deepen the stretch by reaching through to the shin or pulling the leg in a little more. And then release and cross the left leg all the way over. Reach your right hand out for that left foot and pull it towards you. And then release. Pull both knees in, extend your arms out in a T, and then let the knees fall over to the right. Take your gaze over to the left. Relax the shoulders down, soften through the hips. Bring the knees back through center. We'll take them over to the left. Take your gaze to the right. We'll bring the knees back to center. Holding on to the shins, lift the forehead up towards the knees. Hold for 2 breaths. And then release, take the legs all the way to the end of your mat. Allow the feet to fall open, bring the arms to your side. Then we're going to take a few moments here to practice our deep breathing again. So as you inhale, see if you can feel the belly rise. Hold for a moment and then release all the air, filling the belly. Relax. One more nice deep breath. And then wiggle your fingers and your toes. Lift your hands, rotate your wrists. And then a full body stretch. Reach the arms back, lengthen through the fingers and toes. And then bring yourself back to a seated position. Take a couple deep breaths here as we finish. Inhale up, lengthen, look up. And as you exhale, soften the spine, relax the arms. One more deep breath. Inhale up. And exhale down. Hands to the heart. Namaste. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.